Hey, good morning, Michael Rattay. Today we're going to go over Facebook, how to set up a page from scratch, how to do some of the updates, and then I guess in another day we'll talk about content. So you have those good-looking videos where your lighting is all perfect and then your sound is great. You're going to need a place to put these. So when you pull up Facebook, this is going to assume you actually have an account. Not here. This is going to assume you have an account. You sign in, and then this is your home page. This is what you see. You go over to create page. When setting these up, I think it's very, very important to have a consistent email. So whatever email you're going to use, whatever your main business email is, or throw away one, because eventually if you're doing it now but you're going to want to give this to somebody else, then you're going to need to give someone your email and passwords. So the easiest way to do this is just keep the same email across all your social platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. LinkedIn's different. We'll talk about that later. But I think just for consistency's sake and ease for you to remember everything, having one main email address, and then of course you got to change up the passwords for every platform. I'm not going to harp on passwords, but that's something you need to deal with. So then, business or brand. Get started, name your page. Ollie and Sam's Collections. I have a bunch of toys and medals because I'm an ex-animator and current big kid and last medals person, so that's what that is, just for fun. So add a profile picture. Help people find your page by adding a photo. Okay, so this is going to be for the tiny one, so it doesn't need to be that big if you have like a simple logo. So you're just going to want to make sure that something's there. And then you're going to do the cover photo. This one's going to be the bigger headline photo that you see. So this is where you kind of have a lot more room. Me, I just took a cool panorama of Chicago. So when you go to the page, you have your little circle with your one photo and then your cover photo. It's still loading for me for some reason. Before you apply it, you can move it around and then click save. So now when someone goes to your page, soothing sounds of the atmosphere. That's your first step. So now you created a page, you have a picture, a tiny picture, and then a cover letter. Cover. Go to your about. This is going to be where the majority of your business info is going to be. So anything you want people to know about: hours, phone number, directions, website. I mean, you can see it right here. So make sure that's filled out. That's going to be your step one. Step one are the photos. Step two is going to be this about. And the about, you just tell a little story, add a little photo, so people know why Ollie and Sam. Oh, so I really created this. That's right. Yeah. So you just got to add your photos, your info. So home and about. Those are kind of like the two main things to set it up. All the info, if you have it, you can fill it out. Like all your about info, just fill that out as soon as possible, and then you'll just be up. So depending on what kind of services you offer, for this example, this would be like an online toy and medals collector. So we would do a shop with me. So shop now or see offers. And this is where the rabbit hole is. So let's try a shop with you. Okay, and then we give it a month. We run an ad and give it a month, and you see how many people clicked on shop with you. And if it's nobody, so you have the month, and then you run another one where it says book with you, and then you do another one where it's contact you, and then this button shop with you, then you say shop now or see offers. And so you just kind of can see what it looks like. Shop now. So you see offers. So a selection of your page, And then this is going to be dependent. Sometimes the contact or one of the other ones. Facebook has gotten really good to just have everything in-house. So like even like booking for photography and video stuff, I have a book now section on that button is book now for me, and it does it all in there, and it adds to a calendar. So I mean, if you're consulting with people, that's a better button. For this toys and metals collection thing, this is the way. So again, test it out, you'll see what works. And that's kind of it. So then what do? Well, now you post. So Facebook was hot, and the reason a lot of these things become hot is because they're free market reach. So you're putting people out early, you're just in the explore and search tabs of these things. So, which is important that all your posts have appropriate hashtags and titles, so we'll get to that. Okay, so here you go. We went to settings, and then here's this whole new tab of page info. Kind of shows you what we were just looking at. It's important. Messaging. This is another one. Bots have become fairly regular these days, so you can add a couple different options here. So, hey, what are you looking for? Toys or metals? And when people say metals, you can buy or sell, blah blah blah. So you can kind of figure out a couple if-ands statements for your messaging. So when someone comes in, you don't say, how are you doing? You can say, what are you looking for? Are you looking for metals or toys? Both. And help you use a bot just to go down the way. You'll eventually get the message, and you can do whatever you need, but at least this will kind of do a pre-qual without having to pay anybody. I mean, except for me to set it up. Templates and tabs, event ticketing, page roles. So page roles is probably the other one you're going to really want. If you want to add anyone else, people in other pages, preferred page audience, which they removed. Wow, branded content. Instagram, WhatsApp, connect Instagram. I would highly advise connecting Instagram to Facebook and Facebook to Instagram, both ways. So if you post on Facebook, it's going to go automatically to Instagram. Post on Instagram, it's going to automatically go to Facebook, and vice versa. I think it's very important to have that. Facebook makes it easy. The thing is, now if you want to go to Twitter or TikTok or LinkedIn, you just need to individually do this, that's kind of it. So when I go to the home, you can see these are my friends / family. Here's where you can basically invite the people that you know. So this is how, because once you create it, I don't even think Facebook is going to do like a news feed saying Michael Rattay created Ollie and Sam's Collectibles. I think they just do it, and then you just get lost in the Facebook. So start by inviting some friends, the close people that you trust, the people that you're telling about this, the people that you want to be interested in this. They'll support. And then go to, so here you go. Turn on instant replies, turn on away message, create post. Hello world. It's like a programming joke. So you're just feeling happy. If you have a physical location, it's ideal to do that, because then it just helps. That's part of like the subtle SEO thing, that you get a bunch of people checking into your place, then it shows up and it helps build credibility for you. So that's kind of the word of mouth thing that you can ask people to do, is recommendations and check in. And this is where when you say have people check in, you can say, okay, we'll give you 10% off if you post a picture or if you check in. This is up to you. If you believe in influencer marketing, then you would do that. If you don't believe in it, then don't offer any of those things. But influencer marketing, in short right now, is basically using these micro influencers, which is people, which is normal everyday people that aren't focusing on their brand. I mean, are, but only in like the 200 people that they're friends with or whatever. So is 10%, $1 or $2 off for someone to post to like 300 people, hey, check out this. So that's it. The other thing, you want upcoming activities. Marketing is about creating an event and then and a party and just making people come to that thing. So this is what we would do store opening, and whether it's going to be a real store or online. I mean, especially now everyone's at home, so okay, let's launch it online, and then it's a Facebook Live where you go through all the toys and medals you have, or whatever you want to show off, and then that's kind of a promo video, but you can at least try and grab people in. Events are just, they're like timing. Like, you just need to know that it's like the one, maybe not the one, but events are a good reason to just create an extra special reason for someone to come out, because it's typically they're going to come out because they like your stuff. So you just have something cool, they like it, so they're going to come out. And then once that loses its interest, then you need to start doing either specials. So you want to be careful, because then if you start doing discounts, then you're in this, everyone shops when it's 50% off, and then you just lose money. But, so I don't know, think of something else. Maybe there's a special medals collector, or you can have a toy person that's going to come and sign stuff. I think that's a good way, just people that make the toys and artists, you can just have little signing events with them, and that's why you do it. You don't charge or whatever, just to have people hang out in the store for a while. You give free booze, people are going to feel good about meeting this artist, getting his autograph, having 2 drinks in them, and then they're going to walk out and buy $50 or whatever of stuff. So, I mean, this is where you need to get creative, and there is no simple answer, but if you can think about parties that you want to have to invite people, this will start guiding you. So, events, you do the event, you create it, and then probably what you're going to do, what you should do, is promote it. So, ideally you'd want some kind of video to promote whatever the event is. Hey, we're going to have this signing, blah, 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 blah. So you'd run an ad with that video. The video and the calendar link. A while ago there was a theory of just run the video ad. Whoever watches more than like 3 seconds, you retarget them with the event push. So there's kind of 2 ways about doing this and running ads. If you're brick and mortar, you know that within 2 square miles or 2 to 5 square miles, that's your audience. Something like this online, toys and collectibles, maybe this is where I need to look into other toy and collectible shops, and the ads can be for people who like similar pages, or people who have interest in collecting medals or blah blah blah, and so you target to those people, to toys or collectible people. So there's obviously this is where the magic is, because then of course you can test 2 videos, you can test a still image, you can test a still image and a video, you can test your headline, your copy text. So you can have like 2 different headlines, 2 different copy text, 2 different photos, 2 different videos. And it's almost like just the cover in the videos. You can just toy with those, and then 2 different photos. So basically you can do, starting off, you just do 6 ads. You just start with 6, which we conveniently charge per ad set because each thing is difficult. We could just do 1. 1 is fine, but it depends if you're looking for testing or if you just want to know. Like, if you're like, no, I just want to go for the people around here. Okay. However, that gets us to this point where, like, hey, it's not responding. Well, let's test everything. So then you need to do it again, because this is not a silver bullet, but it is very important, but it is very impactful. And I know when I fall for stuff, like I click on Instagram ads. I don't know about Facebook. But Instagram ads, if there's a really good video, like if I'm stopping and it's got things that are interesting to me, hey filmmakers, and then they show everything in the video within like 30 seconds, I usually follow. Like Pixaloop, that app, I think it was Instagram, and they said, I don't remember, but it was a Pixaloop ad, and then I just went, it brought me to the Play Store, and then I easily downloaded it, and it was installed within like 2 minutes, which is crazy, because then you go to other people that are doing this 20-page questionnaire, and like you want all these, you just want a lot from your customer. And so this is the other thing that you need to be very, very aware of, is you're interrupting their scrolling in the hopes that what you're doing is enticing enough for them to join you. Okay? So they don't owe it to us. No one owes us to check out our business. We need to entice someone enough that they want to. So you try a couple ads, maybe you try the toys for people with 25 to 40-year-old, no kids, men, metals, 30 to 70-year-old men, you know, and you can try the different, is it a coin? Or is it a pot, like a copper pot or a, you know, so you just, this is where you can test out your different ads and see what things work. So events, but that's how you run an event. You'd want to set up the event, promote it, video, blah, blah, blah. Because this is where they make their money. All this free shit of giving us everyone's content in the world. It's a platform. In there, I mean, it is the attention thing, that it's where people are hanging out. Like, if you go to MySpace and do an ad, like, okay, so only the people that are on MySpace are going to see that ad. Okay. You go to Facebook and you see that 2 billion people are using it every month, or 1 billion, whatever the hell it is. And now even more, ads are probably even more expensive because now everyone's rushing in, because everyone now needs to do digital ads. So there's more, everyone's like, what do I do? Well, apparently pay 10 times as much for Facebook ads, which again, it may not make as much sense. So then you need to worry about whether growth hacking things you can do, like collaborations with other metal or toy stores or foods or wine or musicians or blah blah blah, so you can deal more with that influencer marketing. So get started with automated ads, reach people nearby, blah blah blah. So that's kind of it. I mean, we can keep going, but I think I'm losing it, and good luck.